The Holocaust in Lithuania resulted in the almost total extermination of the Lithuanian and Polish Jews, who often represented more than half the population of the country's small towns and villages before World War II. Around 80% of them were killed during the first 6 months of the war. After Nazi Germany invaded Poland on the 1st of September 1939, Vilnius became an Eastern European place of refuge. By mid-1940, the Soviet Union had occupied Lithuania. On the 22nd of June 1941, Germany attacked the Soviet Union. Within a week, Lithuania lay under Nazi occupation. A series of pogroms against the Jews was launched by the Nazis and carried out by their local helpers. The toll of victims reached several thousand. Mass killings of Jews were organized by the Nazis' SD security service and security police, and they were conducted by special extermination squads, local police, and local collaborators. They began in late June 1941, straight after the German occupation, and continued until July 1944. In 1942, the Jews who had survived in Vilnius, Kaunas, Šiauliai, and a handful of small towns were herded into ghettos, where they were confined under terrible conditions. They strove not to give up. In the ghettos, the youth in particular joined underground anti-Nazi organizations that sought to use armed force to resist their oppressors. In January 1942, a proclamation rang out in the Vilnius ghetto: "We will not be led like lambs to the slaughter." Around 2,000 members of the underground resistance in the ghettos managed to make their break for freedom and join the Soviet partisans in the woods. They fought the Nazis side by side, but had to endure the constant anti-Semitic attitude of their non-Jewish fellow combatants. In 1944, during the German withdrawal from Lithuania, a number of the Jews who were still confined to the Kaunas and Šiauliai ghettos were massacred. Those who weren't slaughtered were deported to the Nazis' Stutthof, Dachau, and Auschwitz concentration camps. By the beginning of July 1944, a total of 196,000 Jews had been killed in Lithuania. No more than 9,000 came out of the Holocaust alive. For many of those who survived the Holocaust, it was very hard indeed to try and start a new life in a country that had become a collection of mass graves where their loved ones lay. At the same time, the communist authorities were persecuting Jewish communities with increasingly anti-Semitic policies, imposing restrictions on their religious and cultural life, and working to destroy their heritage. Once the State of Israel was established, the USSR promised that all Jews who wanted to leave would be allowed to do so. After Israel began to turn to the West, though, the Iron Curtain made it more or less impossible for the Jews still living in Lithuania to emigrate to Israel, a journey which is known as making Aliyah. Those who succeeded enjoyed the benefits of the excellent support system developed for them by the Israeli authorities.
Esu Neringa Latvytė, Vilniaus universiteto komunikacijos fakulteto lektorė ir tyrėja. Mūsų projekto pavadinimas yra Gydant sielos žaizdas. Ir projektą sudaro istorinis tyrimas bei šių dienų dilemų aktualizavimas. Aš jau 20 metų tyriu holokaustą ir su juo susijusias temas, todėl projekto metu sukurta paroda tai ir yra mano ilgo tyrimo atradimų dalis. Projekto metu buvo kalbinamos holokaustą išgyvenusios moteris, kurios suprasdamos projekto svarbą sutiko pasidalinti savo trauminėmis patirtimis ir nutylėtomis istorijomis. Taip pat projekto metu mes kalbinome ir holokausto išgyvenusių moterų dukras bei anūkės ir supratome, kad trauminės patirtis, net jeigu jos yra ir nutylėtos, jos yra perduodamos iš kartos į kartą ir tarsi paveldimos. Šimtamečių moterų išgyvenusių holokaustą sunkiomis sąlygomis atvirumas skatina kalbėti, skatina neslėpti ir atsiverti, o tam reikalingas ne tik noras išklausyti ir priimti skaudžias patirtis, bet tam reikalinga ir empatija bei supratingumas. Ir šios savybės yra be galo svarbios ir šiandien, kadangi ir šių dienų moteris sprendžia labai sunkes dilemas ir labai dažnai užsiveria, lieka vienos su savo jausmais, lieka visiškai nesuprastos, o mūsų projekto tikslas būtent ir yra skatinti kalbėti, skatinti atsiverti ir skatinti būti empatiškiems, ypač dabar susiduriant su šių dienų procesais pasaulyje.